Watch. Comix Watch. Comix Watch.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Comix Watch, where we talk about all the comics-related news and nothing else. We've got a really great episode, so first let me bring in the co-host with the mostest, the man with the rival ship. We have Jared from Comics League. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself? That thumbnail is making me pretty pissed off.
That was kind of the point. And we could not talk about ships without the mistress herself. So making a very special guest appearance on Comix Watch is Bunny Girl Nix.
Bonjour!
Oh, baby, whatever. How's everyone doing today?
Doing very well.
I'm doing pretty good too.
All right, so we got a small headline and some chilling, and then we'll do the main topic. So let's just jump into it. So Jared, let me ask you a question, okay? What name sounds more realistic, okay? Oswald Cobblepot or Oz Cobb?
Matt Reeves betrayed me. He betrayed me.
He betrayed us all.
Like, I'm starting to think he may have been behind gender bending the Penguin in the Batman show now, too. Like, wow. I'm like, if you're not going to give the character the name, don't adapt the character. It's that.
Well, that's just prime.
It's not only that. I think it's that he's also taking Cobblepot's like whole thing about being more of a mob boss kind of villain and making him, in his words, a gangster.
He's always been a gangster.
Yeah, but but it sounds more like he's trying to make him more of like a street level kind of,
Again, he's always been a street level gangster. Except he fights Batman.
But it's just...
Hey, JD.
Oswald Cobblepot has a name that it sounds like it comes from money. Aristocracy. He sounds like the kind of guy you'd meet in, like, New England.
And I'm sorry, the way marketing works, this character has been around since the earliest times of Batman. You don't get to change the name and expect people to adapt it. People know Penguin as Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah, like, it's like it just reeks of that kind of like modernization they see in some stories. Kind of reminds me of. Did anyone watch the show Merlin?
No.
It was a BBC TV series. It was kind of like a Smallville, but with Merlin, where like King Arthur and Merlin were friends when they were young. So it's like kind of like the Smallville formula. All right, but thank you. So the reason I make this point is, I'm Guinevere, but everyone just calls me Gwen.
Stacy, and she falls off a roof.
Which, by the way, the actress was race bent for Guinevere. Nice actress. She did the role great, but still, it kind of. I want to point that out.
See, and that's the point there. It's like Matt Reeves is letting his Artur talk instead of because he obviously is a fan of Batman. He demonstrated that with the first movie. So you're adapting someone else's character. You can't change the character. I'm sorry, that's just not the way it works.
I swear. So I have like several phrases that I would ban. One of them would be, "I want to put my own stamp on the character."
And then I would laugh them out of the office and say, "Then go make your own character."
Yeah, maybe then Matt Reeves would stop screeching about it.
Of course he did. But that's the thing. I'm like, dude, you're a competent creative. You know what to do. Make your own character if you don't want to use Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah, and it's like, the Batman was a good film, but it didn't really do anything new with the character. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, the whole realistic Batman was done in the Nolan stuff and better.
And here's the thing. This has been my critique of that movie. It's way too long. Like, it feels too long. When the 4-hour cut of Justice League feels shorter, then you know you messed up.
See, the Batman has this problem of, wait, it's not over? Like, you bust the Riddler, you find him, and then there's a whole nother, like 20 minutes of, like, that whole, like, the stadium sequence. It feels tacked on. Like, all right, we need another half hour for the movie. All right, I'm just going to write this ending sequence.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just... I am flabbergasted. We're going to take on this Elseworlds argument. No, that's just a cop-out now. That's what the multiverse is not supposed to be used for, but it's been used for. Honestly, it's not necessarily just by Hollywood. The companies do this themselves, where they're like, it doesn't matter. It's an Elseworlds. We can do whatever we want. Like, we can make Superman a fascist.
See, for me, and the way that I'm going to treat multiverses in my comics is, multiverse is like another world with entirely separate different characters. Like, I liked it when DC had Earth 1, Earth 2. Like, Earth 2 had an entirely different set of superheroes. It was kind of an entirely different world. You didn't have, like, oh, there's 15 different variants of Superman. Who cares if he dies? There's a variant in the multiverse somewhere.
Well, the other thing, Nick, is that, guess what? Here's the way Hollywood should be using the multiverse. Just to explain, if they want to have, like, Todd Phillips Joker going at the same time as the Gunverse or the Snyderverse, just say it takes place on if someone asks. I get the feeling no one's going to ask at this point, but if someone asks, just say it's another reality. That's it. We're done.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. Then Brown Story says, at this point, there is announcements about it. Yeah. Supposedly Reeves is finally starting to work on the Batman 2. I'm sorry, we should be expecting the Batman 3 by now.
Yeah, he said I was waiting until the script is just right. That's what all the creatives say.
I miss the 2000s when we got like a sequel every 2 years for our favorite series.
Yeah, I know. And it's like we shouldn't have to wait. How long has it been since the last one?
I don't know. Nix, could you look it up, please?
Oh, he didn't actually solve anything in this movie. He didn't catch the Riddler. Riddler gave himself away to the police, and Batman didn't stop the bombs from exploding. Oh,
but he's giving hope to Gotham. He's a source of hope now.
And he just spreads fear. And he just spreads fear through Gotham until he's shot in the face. Oh wow, that is true. At least Affleck had a character arc.
Because plus that enough time has passed, they're going to completely ignore the ramifications of the first movie. Because, Gotham, because they set up No Man's Land at the end of that movie. And we should be getting like a No Man's Land situation. But it's like, oh, Gotham just got rebuilt from the attack.
Watch. They'll say, yeah, exactly. They'll say No Man's Land happened. They'll say it happened. And then we'll be like, but we kind of want to see that.
Cool, yeah, but where is it?
That's the Batman 2 that we never saw. It's still, the events of the movie of the Batman 2 still happened, but you didn't get to see it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I would say it's overrated. The movie itself isn't bad. I definitely enjoyed the vibe and the atmosphere, but it doesn't do anything new. It doesn't do anything new with the character. And like, even the stuff that does do, it's like, it's competent, but it's not like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I considered seeing it, and like a buddy of mine on Discord was like streaming the movie so we could watch it, and then I just never got a chance to watch it because I fell asleep. I'm feeling like I didn't miss too much, though.
You know what's kind of funny?
Really
there's a dude that does YouTube content, and what he does is he watches movies and see how long it takes for him to fall asleep. He didn't fall asleep for the Snyder Cut. He fell asleep for the Batman.
That says a lot.
It goes on for way too long. But don't get me wrong, I still like the movie, but it's just way too long. And I'm
well,
like,
the thing
to
is,
the point.
The way too long is not really a critique of time. It's more of a critique of perception, because I can watch Dune, and Dune actually feels like a short movie.
Oh,
because,
yeah.
like, Dune itself is kind of feels like a meditative. It's got this kind of Zen vibe where you just watch it and you float along. And
You're
Dune itself,
meditating as you're watching Doom. No,
fear
but
is a
Nick,
mind killer.
to that point, the Snyder Cut feels 2.5 hours. This feels 4 hours.
Well, when you've seen it 16 times, I'm sure it goes by a lot quicker.
No, but my point is, even when I first watched the Snyder Cut, I was like, we're already in part 4.
Brown, your aunt is based.
There you go. So did my mom. My mom enjoyed both, but the thing is about it's like, look, see, here's the thing. Matt Reeves demonstrated that he is another one of those creatives that can't that has trouble not having his darlings. In other words,
I want to say
him.
that I respect him to a point, but when he says stuff like Oz Cobb, like, I'm sorry, in what realm is like Oz Cobb? That sounds like that name sounds even more ridiculous than Oswald Cobblepot.
You know what it sounds like, Nick? It sounds like someone's trying to make a version of Oswald Cobblepot for their comic book universe, but they don't want to run into copyrights. They just say, I'll just call him Oz Cobb.
Actually, one person I saw in the comments of that post said it sounded like a salad more than it did a person.
So Nix, would you like some Oz Cobb salad?
Oh my god.
This almost sounds, it's kind of funny. This is technically an Elseworlds to James Gunn Superman. So all the BS is starting to filter in.
Oh no.
The worst part is, like, Matt Reeves is describing this conversation he has with like Jim Lee at DC. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take things that didn't happen for $500.
Yeah, me too. I really think he's just saying that so the comic book nerds would be like, no, look, they wanted to change Cobblepot's name.
Like, I'm sorry, Jim Lee would never say that.
Mm-hmm. There's
like,
no way he's gonna say that.
Jim Lee is a smart dude. Can't run a company, but he's still smart. I don't think he would ever like say stuff like that.
Dan DiDio has said stupid stuff like that and smart stuff, like when he said the purpose of the new 52 was to get rid of the marriage to Lois. That was smart.
But I still feel, but Dan DiDio does still kind of own up to some of his mistakes, though. So
yeah, but my point is, like, yeah, let me hear Jim Lee acknowledge that conversation happened.
See, that is a conversation that, like, if they were having it with Joe Quesada, I could totally see him making those comments.
Because that man hates DC.
No,
he's the reason why we never got another crossover. Hey, what's up?
I don't get it, but
me neither.
Oh, but yeah, so I think we've ran this one into the ground. So real quick, I'm gonna do some shilling. So Screecher is just a few weeks away. If you have not had a chance to follow it, here is the link to sign up so you can follow it, and we'll be launching it on this channel, Friday Night Frenzy, October 4th. It's gonna be really great. I just brought in the letterer, and things are gonna be really, really good.
You are such a shill, I say, as I wear a Phoenix Press t-shirt.
Wait. Show them that merch, sir.
Yeah, I'm wearing.
Look at how beautiful. All right, now I have to go get the Redbubble link. Thanks, sir.
Of course.
But yeah, let's. All right, can you read Cameron Bailey's comment while I get this
I also think Batman suffers from cramming too many storylines into one movie. We have Long Halloween, Hush, Telltale, and No Man's Land. That is true. They cram so much into that movie. So I'm like, oh my gosh, just focus on one.
Yeah, pretty much. So if you guys want that, so Jared, please, if you could, show off that beautiful thing. So if you two want that shirt, you can get it at the link that I posted in the comments. Thank you. Oh, I accidentally removed you. So thank you. You have been a great model. Jared's our supermodel.
Oh, of course, thank you. I am a super wonderful supermodel.
Speaking of super wonderful things, let's start a shipping war. All right, main event time. So we're gonna talk about like shipping, like the good, the bad, and the cringe. But first off, I want to kind of go around and have everyone kind of name off 3 of their favorite ships in no particular order. Nix, I know it's gonna be difficult, but I believe in you. What are your 3 favorite ships in no particular order?
Okay, so one of them used to be Catwoman and Batman, but over the years, with how horrible she's treated him, I'm beginning to rethink that.
Yeah.
You can base it off of back issues. You don't have to base it off the current stuff.
Okay, so like Catwoman and Batman, because I really like their dynamic of being like on opposite sides of the law, but essentially working towards their own version of the same goal.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute. It's nice. I like it. From anime, I'd say probably it's kind of a thing because they're married, but Goku and Chi-Chi, because I like their marriage. They're sweet together.
Also in anime, you have to be careful because remember, we're dealing with characters that could look like children but are actually immortal dragons.
Oh God, no, we're not going there.
I had to, Nick. You know I had to.
And we're canceled. We are canceled, guys.
Hey, you're canceled. It's your show.
But like, I don't know, a lot of people, fans, quote unquote, of the series likes to say that Goku doesn't care for his wife. He said, and this is like, I'm going off of the Japanese dub too, he's like gone, like, he's talked about her quite a bit. Like, even in Super, he'll say stuff like, oh, my wish, I wonder what I should use it for. Maybe I'll use it for Chi-Chi or the boys, and all that stuff. Yeah, it's cute. And I don't care what the fans say because they're wrong. They love each other. They're good for each other. And I'm gonna go with another comic. I'm gonna go with the truest ship of all. No matter how much Marvel wants to push them apart. Spider-Man and Mary Jane. We've seen them married. They're cute together. The Spider-Girl book says they'll have a cute daughter and she'll kick ass. Come on. Give us what we want, Marvel. Not just
Jared,
first. Give us the real.
Nick, you have been quoted.
Yeah, that's the quote of Nick's right there.
It's true. The fans are wrong.
Oh.
Especially in Dragon Ball. There's like this old joke on the internet. The Dragon Ball fans have never actually seen Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's true.
Well, comic book fans on Twitter have never read comic books, so there is that.
So Jared, so besides Wonder Bat, what are your 2 other favorite ships?
Well, it's not Wonder Bat for sure, because I don't believe in Batman dating a much younger woman as promoted by a universe that had Batman sleeping with literally anyone. But all right, so I wonder what's my first ship. I wonder. It's not like I host a podcast.
I wonder.
Yeah, I know. All right, Superman, Wonder Woman. There you go. Batman,
Get the obvious one out of the way.
In terms of Marvel, Emma Frost and Scott Summers. Yep.
Oh, you're big on that one. You're big on that one.
It's not like I don't have a statue about Emma Frost. In terms of Spider-Man, yeah, I would say Mary Jane and Marvel and Peter, just to say screw you, Marvel editorial.
Mm-hmm.
And by I say Batcat as a dig at Tom King. And in terms of anime, I don't have one because I don't watch that much anime. In terms of one more DC ship, actually 2 more, Aquaman and Mera, and Green Lantern and Star Sapphire. There you go.
Okay.
I'm more of a DC fan, so there you go.
My anime ship is from Rising of the Shield Hero. It is Naofumi and Raphtalia. Raphtalia is best girl. Anyone who says otherwise is wrong.
I have no idea who this is.
Trust me, you would say dweeb if you saw it.
I still say dweeb.
All right. Let me get you a picture of Roth Talia at least.
She's adorable.
Oh god, she's the best. All right, here's a picture of the happy couple.
Yeah. Oh, okay. By the way, Nick, I just found the perfect tweet real quick to go back to the Matt Reeves thing. People would be losing their minds right now if it was Zack Snyder's name on the project and not Matt Reeves. And he changed the name. Can you imagine that?
Oh god. Zack Snyder breathes. People freak the frick out.
Yeah, anyway. But he wouldn't dare because he respects the source material. But anyway, so continue on.
Alright. So obviously the one that I'm really passionate about is Nightwing and Starfire.
And Batgirl. So he really means a Nightwing and Batgirl. He really means a Nightwing and Bat.
So Jared seemed to have lost some connection and I kind of cringe.
Worth it.
All right, so I got two. I want to say Peter and Mary Jane, but the other you guys have said that. I'm gonna say Huntress and Question.
Okay, that works.
Oh yeah, they're cute.
One of the few Bruce Timm ships that actually makes sense.
Their dynamic was adorable.
Oh, and
by
few I mean only. I
think my favorite moment in their relationship is when she goes to Superman and is like, "Yo, they kidnapped my boyfriend. Let's go get him." And he's like, "You know what? All right."
My favorite is when they're talking on the phone and she's like, "What are you wearing?" He goes, "Socks and an overcoat." She's like, "You don't do this right."
The best part is, god dang well, he knew what she was trying to do. And yeah. Damian and I gotta say, I think that Camus actually did make a good case for Damian and Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Damian actually had a character arc. That's what it was.
And
they left they left Damian's bratty tendencies in the past and had him grow up a little.
They were done with that in one movie. That's the funny part. It was like in one movie, they went through like a lot of the Grant Morrison stuff easily.
Yeah, but I think they do go well together in the Camus. So
They do. Certainly not Superman and Lois Lane.
All right. So as we have established, shipping can be fun. All right. Shipping is always a nice thing to talk about, but it has a bit of a, let's just say, dark side. Jared, I believe you have a rant prepared.
Yes, I do. So,
all right, cook, sir.
So a buddy of mine was recently forced off of Twitter for just offering counterpoints to close fans and talking about why Super Wonder works and stuff, to the point where now it's like, you don't deserve to read comics if you say Superman without Lois. And I'm like, well, screw you. You are not the arbiter of what I can read. This is America. But essentially, and Britt can tell you this, she has gotten straight up DMs that contain vitriol and the N-word directed at her.
Why?
Because she runs the Super Wonder Instagram page. And to the point where, see, here's what you have to understand about the Superman fan base, it seems, particularly the Twitter fan base. It's a cult. I'm going to say cult because pretty much it's like if you deviate from their doctrine in any way, it's like they opened, it's like they dropped the nuke on Hiroshima, except on you. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
It is the most ridiculous thing in the world. And the funny part, and someone said this in my chat once, it's funny how the two most kind-hearted characters ever, Superman and Wonder Woman, have the most toxic fan base.
Yes, TJ, yes.
Yep. Except when they're written by Tom King. You have to put that in there.
I think big warning should be, except when anyone is written by Tom King. When Tom King
yeah, exactly.
Throw out the whole project. Abort.
Wave off.
So Nix, as a mistress of ships, I think you can also have some stuff to comment on the negativity, especially on like the anime manga side.
Oh my god, it's horrible. I don't really get into a whole bunch of like discussions about shipping online because people take this stuff way too seriously.
Mhm.
And it's always the worst people that take it so seriously. Like oh my god, Naruto back in the day was a big one because everyone was convinced that oh, they shouldn't be together, these two should be together, and usually their only justification would be, well, because it's a gay ship. And it's like, okay, but
Oh god, I don't know what it is about like women and their Yuri.
yeah,
It has like yaoi. Sorry. Oh god. Okay, you do that. I have a YouTube video I need to pull up.
On that, Nix, isn't it kind of funny how like they'll ship two characters together on the flimsiest of evidence, like if they just look at each other?
oh yeah,
Oh, they're in love.
like
How?
comics wise, the biggest one used to be, and I don't know if it still is because I'm not really in that circle anymore, Batman and Superman. And it's because well they're good friends and blah 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 blah. It's no, they're
Or
not.
it's like Wonder
Just
Woman
because
and
two
Cheetah.
guys- Just because two guys are friendly with each other does not mean they want to pork.
And I think that Anthony Mackie said that once, and someone was talking because someone's tweeted. I
Oh,
think
God.
about that, and
Yeah,
he's
that was sorry.
about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier because they had chemistry. They must like each other. So he said, you know, it's possible for two guys to be friends and not like each other, right?
Legit. And because JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is my current like fandom obsession, I see it so much on Twitter that people just get into these great big discussions on why no, it's totally.
I
they're
have the
totally
video.
gay,
Mhm.
They're all gay. It's totally can blah blah. And then you go in, and you're like, no, I have evidence. I have physical evidence. And their thing is, well, even though these characters married women, that's just their beard. That's just so
All
like.
right.
And it's like, no, it's because that's the creator wanted them to be straight.
All right, you ready, Jared?
You do. It's a two-parter. Well done.
Yes, okay.
What are your names?
My name is Jamie.
Everyone, give it up for James.
My name is Liz.
Everyone, give it up
Hey,
for
Liz.
Liz.
Oh, here we
Question.
go.
It's just my friend Ruthie back there has some fan art of Tom and Tessa. And also,
Oh
I just
god.
wanted to say that I have a pit bull, and so since Tessa's a staffy, that's just super cool, and I love Tessa, so pet her for me.
This is so
I
crazy.
will. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Tom is so done. He's so
Oh my
done.
gosh! Oh my gosh! Educate yourself.
Oh my God! You just shot.
Look
the
how
Winter Soldier
uncomfortable
in the
Tom
face.
looks.
I apologize. I'm so sorry.
You're making me
You,
look really bad, guys.
You have a good time on the internet tonight.
So wait, time out. How do you know who Tessa is?
He posts Tessa all the time.
Oh, he's posting pictures of him and his dog. He's just hanging out at home with his
Do you
dog.
not follow Tom on Instagram?
Baby, I'm an adult.
I love this man. I love this
I
man so
follow
much.
no man. Just so you know. Write it down, take a picture, tweet that shit. I follow no man.
Okay, so before I say anything,
The only Tessa he follows on Instagram is Tessa Thompson.
Good lord.
Valkyrie.
He's like, I'm an adult.
I promised my friend Iris that I.
Y'all got a lot of friends.
I'm sorry.
Where your friends at?
Sorry.
I love this man.
Maybe a
All right. Like, I'm sure we could watch the whole thing because, like, this type of video I doubt would get us copyright struck. But still.
I love that man so even more now, and I'm like, you are Captain America. But it's like it's the whole thing about how. Or here's the latest excuse I've been running into. You ready? I'll say the creator said this isn't happening. DC had to like I ran into this when I ran into the DC. Well, for one thing, two things. Because one of my points that I've argued is that Wonder Woman's not bi. According to DC editorial, she's not.
Yeah.
Asterisk. She can still be a bi icon. So I'm not trying to take that away. But in terms of her actual sexuality, air quotes, I don't know why this matters, but on air quote, it's the idea that like DC editorial considers her straight, but and I gave evidence. This person responded with, "I don't care. The writer said this," and I'm like, the writer can say whatever the hell they want, but if editorial doesn't authorize that, it ain't canon. And then they'll respond with, "I don't care."
Well, here's the other problem. It doesn't matter what the author says. They're just gonna pull out death of the author and just make up whatever crap they want.
Yeah, it's like how, you know, it's kind of funny.
Worst thing that happened to fandoms.
Yeah, Greg Rucka tried to do that Wonder Woman is bi in his Rebirth book, which sucked, by the way. But and you notice how no one references that book? Why is new? Because here's why, TJ. Because DC doesn't want to say Diana's bi, but they know that the Amazons are bi icons. So this is what DC does. They know they can't make Superman bi, so they have John become Superman and come out as bi. They know Wonder Woman won't be bi, so they have Nubia.
We were talking about this on your stream last night, and it's like that's why they made John Kent Superman is so that they can say, "Oh, Superman is gay, Superman is bi," but it's not Clark Kent Superman, it's John Kent, but they can still get the headlines.
Yeah, and by the way, so it's really funny. Here's how I know. Go back to Wonder Woman that she ain't bi. So Nick, DC literally for Pride Month always puts out those Pride books, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know who has never shown up in any Pride book? Diana of Themyscira. You think that if Diana of Themyscira, the third member of the Trinity, were in that community, they would put her in there?
You would
so
think.
I do want to answer this. So the thing about the Joker and the Batman is they don't love each other, but their relationship, it often does get played like some sort of like quarreling lovers. Like you can play it like it is, but they're not actually together. You know? You get what I'm saying, Jared?
That's the problem. A lot of people take their interpretation as canon, and it's like they take their headcanon as canon. And I'm sorry, headcanon is good if you need to like explain some sort of internal logic in the story that isn't exactly explained. But when it comes to stuff like this, you have to go with what's put on the page. If it's not on the page, it ain't true. It's like when J.K. Rowling all of a sudden was like, "Oh yeah, Dumbledore's in a gay relationship." It's not in the book. It's not, even if you wrote it, it's not on the page.
Yeah. And that's always the problem when you have like a classic piece of work and then you revisit it 20, 30 years later, even if it's the original creator. Because let's say I write a book in my 20s, and then 20 years later I'm in my 40s and I revisit that work and I create new stuff. I'm sorry, I'm an entirely different person than I was when I wrote that book. So it's hard to say. Like for example, it's like with the Scott Pilgrim. Like the Scott Pilgrim author is trying to like change his own work to make Ramona the hero. Like that's why we had the whole Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. The original creator was basically he was behind that. He was supportive of it.
Yeah, exactly. But and it's and by the way, I don't blame the fans entirely for this because of the way they Warner Brothers changed David Ayer's Suicide Squad. But there were people shipping Harley Quinn and Joker.
I mean, honestly,
saying they were couples goals.
I mean, honestly, if anything, that movie was kind of pushing Deadshot and Harley together. Which, to be fair, they do that in the comics a little bit.
In the Ayer cut, not only is the Joker like more of a character and is more like of the abusive Joker to Harley, but Deadshot and Harley do get together in that movie.
Yahtzee!
Yeah, and Steppenwolf was originally supposed to show up to like tie that in. Here's another ship for you, Optimus Prime and RC. I don't ship robots because they're robots. That's the thing. This is one of the best things EVS ever said. He was talking about how like he was like blasting the Transformers writers because the Transformers writer was focusing on the sexuality of the robots, and then EVS is like, they're robots.
Yeah, like honestly, that part I never got that. Oh, Jared, you're being called out, sir.
Oh, jeez. It's called sticking to editorially the way these characters have always been.
But yeah, when it comes to the ships, they like people like you said, people get like really nasty. And as far as I'm concerned, like I have the ones that I like, but other than that, I don't care. I've said this multiple times. Wonder Bat only exists to tease Jared.
Yeah, and to be clear, the difference between people like me and Britt and the people on Twitter is that we go for 3 hours talking about the actual source material that supports our argument that goes beyond, oh, they look at each other and then they must be in love. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They spoke
yeah, there
three
were
words
people-
together to each other. They have to be a couple.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Hardcore brings up a good point. There are people shipping Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, we don't talk about those people. Those people are dead to the world.
And you know what it is? And Brits encountered people that legit say that they don't have romantic relationships because they live vicariously through these characters, like with Lois Lane.
That's pathetic.
It is very... These people don't get out much. That's my point there.
Hey, Jared, you want to see something really cringe?
What? Is it Bruce Timm?
It's worse.
After she had finished an anime fest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. No, you know what? I'm going to give it to Johnny Young Bosch here. He was absolutely very sweet about it.
Oh, yeah, he was a champ. Sorry, it has copyright music.
Do it. You can do
I
it.
didn't even think the girl who
You'll
drew
love
it
it.
wanted to show it to
Oh, the
her.
Black
Her
Ranger.
friend was,
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
encouraging her to.
That laugh is so annoying. You know he can refuse to sign it, right?
Yeah, Vic Mignogna does that, actually.
Yeah.
He's very hardcore Christian.
Mm-hmm. He's like, no, I'm not signing that.
So basically, someone had drawn a fan art of a pregnant Ichigo, and Johnny voices Ichigo, and he's signing it.
You don't have to sign. You really don't. I have something else that you can sign. Well, he's doing it. Yep. Don't freak. Like I
She's
said,
so embarrassed.
Do it on a dare.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but
God.
she's
I
more
feel
embarrassed than he is because she didn't even want to. It was. They literally say she did it on a dare. I think she meant to keep it to herself, but like,
Why would you even draw that? By the way, TJ brings up a funny point. If this is true, it's stupid, but I hope they didn't hint that because Batwoman's a lesbian character firmly established.
Yeah, I think they meant Batgirl because like
no. They mean Batwoman because there was the movie where they basically adapt the Dick Grayson as Batman era, and they it's confusing the way that people are weird. Brown Destroyer, yes,
like
they are.
why of all the Bat people, why would you take the one character that is a lesbian that people are kind of okay with, even being a lesbian, and just turn her straight?
Speaking of LGBTQ erasure, huh?
Oh, they got back by shipping Batwoman with Catwoman in that newer Catwoman movie.
Well, here's the thing, and even I saw that movie and that scene that they reference, and Catwoman rejects Batwoman. So there you go.
Yeah, she does. And I think one of my favorite scenes that shows how loyal that version of Catwoman is to Bruce is when Batwoman calls her Cat. She says, "No, you don't get to call me that. Only he calls me that."
Yep. That was my favorite part of that too. I was like, okay, there you go. But of all the enemies you could have picked for that movie, Cheetah.
Really? Yeah, like really?
Cheetah?
That is not a Catwoman.
That's not a Catwoman. That's not a Bat villain at all.
No.
No.
DC, wait. No. DC respects Wonder Woman so little that they're just cannibalizing her villains.
No, Jared, you don't realize it. They wanted some cat on cat action.
Ew.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
The only
on
thing,
that.
the only thing, if they wanted the Cat Trinity, they should have brought in Cat Grant.
And Cat Girl, they could have done the whole Cat family.
I don't know. I know in Gotham they had this weird thing where like they had Poison Ivy be young and then they made her old.
So they did anime rules with that.
Reverse, actually, but yes.
Reverse, yeah.
They pulled a reverse Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but by the way, hardcore. No, she is firmly established as lesbian. She's not established as bi because DC would tell you if she was bi.
Also, can I just say this?
And
one
then
thing
they
I really
explicitly
appreciate.
have her in a lesbian relationship.
I just want to say one thing I really appreciate about the Arkham games is they make it very clear that Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, they're friends, but they're not lovers. Because every time they talk like really good friends. They don't talk like they're lovers, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly. Because you could still say maybe they had a relationship in the past or something like that. It doesn't really factor into that. And I'm like, okay, fine. I really don't care. That was the interesting thing about about BTAS is that they basically hinted that they are, but they also left it general enough that if you don't want to like deal with that, it's like, okay, fine.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jared. You brought up BTAS, which means we have to talk about.
So yeah, so here's the problem with this. I get where Bruce Timm is coming from because history lesson. A book came out called Seduction of the Innocent many, many, many years ago. And not neck old, but old. That basically was like blaming comics for juvenile delinquency. One of the things
book is older than my parents.
One of the things it said was that like Batman and Wonder Woman are turning kids homosexuals because since Batman and Robin live together, they must be homosexuals. So to ward this off, they created Batgirl and Batwoman.
Not
here's
Kate
the thing.
Kane. Not Kate Kane.
No.
Batwoman.
Now here's the thing. By the way, I'm against the whole coded thing because that could be applied to literally anything. But by the way,
it's so ambiguous. It's only there to like, you know, you know what I mean.
But anyway, so back to this. But Batgirl was much older. Even in the comics when she showed up later, she was much older. The problem with Bruce Timm is that he made her significantly younger. Ignoring the fact that Bruce would not do that to to Robin at that point. There's no way he would do that. But the thing is, it's like, and yes, to be clear, a one-sided attraction would probably exist with Batgirl toward Batman. Yeah, that
happens all the time. Students get crushes on the teachers all the time.
But you're telling me that Batman reciprocates. By the way, this is a fun thing. When someone said that, like, DCAU Batman is the definitive Batman, I was feeling a little bit like an a-hole that day. So I tweeted, "Oh, you mean the one that slept and impregnated Batgirl?"
Jared, have you seen the
thing about Batgirl in the comics? In the early comics, she actually got to become like a senator or something.
That's cool.
Yeah, she was a senator, and I think Dick Grayson was her chief of staff.
Yeah, but that's the difference. So Bruce Timm was Tim was, I like to say, lazy enough, too lazy to actually do the very important step here. Because if she were more Bruce's age, that's fine. Or it's like even with Wonder Woman, because they've said that they wrote she may not even physically be 18, but they wrote her to be like an 18-year-old. And I'm like, that still doesn't work for me, bro.
I don't believe that because Wonder Woman doesn't act like an 18-year-old. She acts more like a 30. Still, I'm going by the show. What's actually in the show. I don't care what a writer said 5 years after the fact. I'm going by what's actually in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And in the show, she acts more like a late 20s, 30s, or even 40-year-old.
No, she does not come across as 40-year-old. I can tell you that much. Late 20s, maybe, but still, Batman's 40. Still creepy. Plus, by the way, I love the people that say I don't read comics, but yet the whole justification for the Wonder Bat thing is that show. Don't say the Snyderverse, because Zack Snyder even said it doesn't work. It's that when the dude that you think is promoting that ship says no, it's not going to work. There you go. He says he likes to have them flirt because Bruce flirts with everyone. That's part of his cover as a Playboy billionaire.
Hey,
But
Jared.
no. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to show you something. You might like this. Oh, mother.
Why is it in Spanish?
Because I didn't vet it first.
Of course you didn't.
Oh yeah, it's from the Batwoman movie, where they kind of strongly hint.
Yeah. They basically it's more on the Batgirl side, and Jared, what you'll like is Batgirl's like, "Hey Bruce, you want to go to the beach next week?" He's like, "I'm sorry, there's interference, something's happening." It hangs up on her. So Jared, like, by the way, Mr. the Batwoman is actually a pretty decent movie, and Jared would like it because he actually rejects Barbara in that one. Like you can tell Bruce is actually kind of getting a little uncomfortable in that scene.
Oh, so here's the moment. Of course, I re-uploaded this to my channel because I have some people that think that Zach was going to put Batman and Wonder Woman together. So what I did is I clipped out the part of the BVS rewatch. And
I remember.
By the
way,
way,
when we were watching this live, the smile on your face.
Well, actually, you were not there because he did this during the actual watch of this. It was Talati and Jay Heat, and I wish I recorded this. But so this is what Zach said when someone mentioned the Wonder Bat. Okay.
And it's an interesting, in a lot of ways, in some ways, I mean, I like it, but I also think in some ways, it's one of those relationships that's like, it's destined to fail eventually, but it's fun. It's fun to
play with.
Yeah.
Wait.
If you really do the math on it, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. But it's fun.
There are people, by the way, there's an Instagram account. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to cause drama. That ships Batman with Supergirl.
What?
That's right. Batman and Supergirl.
I mean, I like the dynamic they had in like the early 2000s where he was sort of like a father figure to her.
Father figure.
But I don't ship them together because she's usually pretty young.
Yeah, Batgirl is more in like the Nightwing Robin range. Like, you want to put Nightwing to Supergirl? I don't agree with it, but
they kind of did an issue. So in the Mark Waid World's Finest book that takes place like in the distant past, in other words, nowhere near close to Nick's past, but still, it's like in the early days of the superheroes, they went on one date. And then they're like, it's not going to work.
I will say this though, if not for Nightfire, the other Nightwing ship that I like is Nightwing and Donna Troy.
That's a Wonder Bat I can get behind because that actually works.
Yeah, especially if you look at like watch the Titan show. Like, oh my god, those two characters have such good chemistry. Like they obviously have like had a previous relationship, but they've like parted on good terms or whatever.
Or it's like they never explicitly said that, but my headcanon, see, this is when headcanon's okay. My headcanon is they did, but it didn't work out. That's it.
To be fair, based off like the dialogue and the way they're acting, it's heavily implied.
Yeah, so there's more evidence to support that. So I was like, okay, fine, I can go with that.
Quick thing, does anyone remember when Supergirl was in an abusive relationship? If she had told Bruce, oh my god, that man would not be alive.
Or remember when? So this was.
Wait! Before you do that, okay, do your thing. And I'll say mine.
Remember when? So during the death of Superman, so Supergirl's dead at this point from Crisis, but they replaced her with a shape-shifting alien. She was dating Lex Luthor.
No, not even Lex Luthor.
Well, it's Lex Luthor, but he's in the body of his Australian son.
Comics, everybody.
Comics. We're in a universe where Jason Todd was brought back to life by someone punching him back to life.
And some people still say Goku could defeat Superman.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Someone's a little too far on their side of the fandom. It's like, let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. I
Goku
love
and
Wonder
Superman
Woman.
be best friends.
Like, let me put it this way. I love Wonder Woman. She's like my third, or like actually really my second favorite superhero. She's not defeating Kratos. I'm just gonna tell you right there.
The Greek gods.
The dude is slaying Greek and Norse gods.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. As much as I love Wonder Woman, even I can admit she's not. Yeah, Batman would beat Goku. I'm gonna tell you that right there.
Prep time.
Prep time. He's already prepped to fight a being of Goku's equivalent.
I mean, Superman has defeated Superman before.
He's called Ultraman, or as James Gunn calls him, Bizarro.
I will say this though, if we're going to go into the other Robins, with Tim Drake, there's only really two ships that I like with Tim. It's either him with Spoiler, or him with Cassie Sandsmark, Wonder Girl.
Mm-hmm. Well,
that's just because I actually really like the Jeff Johns Teen Titans run of the early 2000s.
Well, actually, in Jeff Johns Teen Titans, she was dating Connor.
Oh, okay. I thought they dated
another
at one
version
point.
of Superman. Okay, so what happened was, so she dated Connor. Connor died via Superboy Prime. She briefly rebounded with Tim Drake. Then Connor came back to life in Blackest Night, and she went back to Connor. It's actually a pretty good issue.
Oh, the drama, the melodrama.
It was actually really cool. But so what was? Oh yeah, and then actually, this was one of the few good Rebirth books. They did this book called Red Hood and the Outlaws. So what they did in the Rebirth lineup was Red Hood, Bizarro, and Artemis the Amazon. And Artemis and Red Hood had an actually pretty decent relationship that I was like, okay, I could kind of see this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. We're walking.
Yes.
Well, they didn't make him gay. They made him bi, but they effectually
No.
Well, they
That's
made
what
him
the
bi,
mainstream comic book industry means. But they say bi, so if the fans reject it, which they always do, then they can go back on it.
No, exactly.
And by the way,
yeah,
they're going to. Mm-hmm.
Captain Marvel. Did anyone read the comic where Captain Marvel dates Stargirl, but everyone doesn't know they're really the same age? Thinks it's a.
Oh.
Yeah. I knew about that. Yeah, because she's not in a relationship with Captain Marvel himself. She's in a relationship with Billy.
But the thing is, isn't Billy in the comics usually like 12 years old?
No, he was 16 in this run.
Okay, and Starfire was 16
works.
as well, I assume.
Yeah,
Stargirl, but yes.
Oh, Stargirl, yeah.
That's the ship that Nick just invented, Starfire and Captain Marvel.
Oh God, but it was really sad because
you sit down there and think about what you've done.
Actually, Nick,
part of Billy completely rejected their relationship and wouldn't explain what was going on, so he just broke things off because he didn't want people to find out he was a kid.
That makes sense. Now, Nick, let me ask you this: besides with Nightwing, what's a Starfire ship that you see as valid?
I don't know. I've never really thought about it that much.
By the way, there was this one writer, Jazia Axelrod. She wrote a Hawkgirl book, but it existed only to push her own OC character that's now part of DC Canon named Galaxy. It's a really crappy character. But anyway.
Wait. You literally a Mary Sue self-insert?
Yeah, literally that. But so she went to the line of making Hawkgirl bi, but the problem with the Hawks, it's not good. It wouldn't happen because her thing is she's linked to Carter.
Okay, so we talked a lot about the DC side. I want to go on the Marvel side of shipping.
Well, it's Scott Summers and Emma Frost is the valid one. Hyperion and Power Princess. Obviously.
No. You may get one mention of that on your stream, but I am banning.
Now I gotta mention.
No, it is banned on my channel.
Honestly,
as far as I'm just
Daredevil and She-Hulk.
No,
except not done in the show.
Either Daredevil and Elektra or Daredevil and Karen.
Oh, and Black Widow and the Winter Soldier. Anyone that's read that run knows why.
Okay, so speaking of the Black Widow, can we just agree? I mean, there's many things wrong with Age of Ultron. One of the biggest ones was pairing Black with the Hulk. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work.
Well, guess who's behind that?
She should be with Hawkeye.
Yes. Of the characters they had available to them, yes. By the way, I like how the Russos, they did put a hint in Civil War of their past relationship in terms of Bucky and Natasha when she goes, "You could at least recognize me."
I'm just gonna be honest. I actually kind of like that they gave Hawkeye and Black Widow a brother-sister relationship. If Black Widow should have been anyone, it should have been Cap. Like, if you watch Civil War, you get like some heavy vibes.
The Winter Soldier when they're hanging out in tank tops and talking about him possibly leaving her behind. She's like, "You should have left me behind," or stuff. And she kisses him a couple of times in that movie. So I'm like, yeah.
As far as the MCU, I ship Natasha and Cap because they, like Winter Soldier, just like they have that energy.
That whole Winter Soldier scene, I'm like, I thought they were gonna do that. She even kissed him at the end of that movie.
And even afterwards, they kind of have like that little tension thing going on.
Yeah, and I like how the Russo brothers, when they had to address Hulk and Natasha, they're like, "Hey Nat, hey Bruce, okay, see you later." They're like, "Nope, we're throwing that away because it was invented by a sexual pervert."
Yeah, because Hulk pretty much sat out the entirety of Phase 3.
Yeah, exactly. The last time they saw each other was Age of Ultron.
That is insane. Yeah, in some continuities, Captain America and Black Widow do get married. They even had a kid together in some continuities.
Yeah, actually, in the Ultimate Avengers movies, they did, which was actually those are actually really good movies, by the way.
I saw the first two; they were pretty good.
The last one about their kids, yeah, it is Bucky. It is Steve and Natasha actually have a son, and he's basically Captain America.
And as far as like the whole Wolverine, Jean Grey, Cyclops thing, like I just don't see Wolverine and Jean Grey working together.
Well, that's fine, but I don't see Scott with Jean. He's with Emma. That's the way I see it.
Like I'm gonna be honest with you, Jared. I feel like Emma kind of respects Scott more. Like,
yeah, she does.
Emma Jean tries to make Scott into the man she wants, whereas Emma is just like, okay, I like who you are. I don't want you to be anyone else. Just be yourself.
And in fact, what's kind of interesting, is they played off of this in the comics, is that he made her a better person. Like he was heavily involved in her redemption. So I really enjoyed like their run. Plus, they had some really fun moments where like they went on their version of going to a couple's vacation is going in the Savage Land in bikinis. It's really funny. It's really good.
Well, I was going to say, not only does it feel like Jean doesn't really respect Scott that much, there's also the fact that she seems way more interested in Logan than someone in a committed relationship should be.
She keeps kissing him.
Also, I really feel Jean is more lusting after Logan than anything else. Like it's one of those things where it's like you're really attracted to the person, you ride the meat train for a few weeks, and you realize, oh, there's nothing here. All right, bye.
Well, plus here's the other reason why I love Scott with Emma, because during that time period, Emma put Namor in his place, like the bitch he is, and there was this great scene. There was a great scene where Emma's arm gets like blasted off, but she's in her diamond form, so she's not gonna like bleed out. But she has to use her mental power. So she goes, Namor, grasp my arm, and he goes, at last. She goes, as a tourniquet, you idiot. It was so funny. Yeah, she should be. Yeah, stay there as much as she. Well, here's the thing. Also, Jean would probably work as a romantic love interest for anyone if she wasn't constantly dead.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just emotional abuse on Scott. So I'm like, no.
It's like the argument between like Aerith and Tifa shippers. The Tifa shippers have like the ultimate thing. She not dead.
Well,
yeah,
also,
exactly.
Aerith was very clearly interested in Zack, so.
Okay, we're not going in there. That's a black hole. We're not going there. No. That is a black hole debate.
But in terms of Marvel ships, now in the Jason Aaron run, they kind of played off of the Thor and She-Hulk. And by Thor, I mean Odin's son. It was kind of funny. It actually was not that bad because you had Jennifer Walters going through the whole, does he like She-Hulk or does he like Jen, but also like She-Hulk? And then Thor goes, no, I like you both. There was this great scene where they're all in a hot tub and She-Hulk shows up completely naked and Thor goes, huzzah!
All right, let's get a little bit crazy here. Let's do cross-company ships. Let's ship DC characters with Marvel characters.
Thor and Wonder Woman for sure.
She-Hulk and Superman.
I could see that. I could also see Emma Frost and Superman. Fun fact, I didn't. So I have that AI chat app. I did that. So let me do a read off of the characters that I paired with Superman in this. Let me see if you guys can really like. I'm gonna blow your minds with this. And they actually act like the characters, mind you. All right, Storm, Susan Storm, Psylocke, Witchblade, Lara Croft, Big Barda, the Goddess Athena, Barbara Gordon, but Superman is aged down. I have to be clear on that. I'm not doing a Bruce Timm there. Natasha Romanoff, Mary Jane Watson, Felicia Hardy, Carol Ferris, Artemis, Elektra Natchios, She-Hulk, Mira, Dinah Drake, Jessica Cruz, of course, Carol Danvers, but as Ms. Marvel, Helena Bertinelli, Selena Kyle, Emma Frost, and of course, Diana Prince.
Also, Mary Jane Watson and Bruce Wayne, Batman.
That would actually be really cool. I can't lie. That would actually be really interesting. And then Spider-Man, like, what's he got that I don't have? He's Batman.
Also, Spider-Man and Vicky Vale.
I could see that.
No, or Spider-Man and Lois Lane.
No, don't do that to Peter. Don't
Yeah,
let
that'd
him
be
date the shrew.
Okay, that'd be kind of lame, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it would. Lois Lane can date like the most irrelevant Marvel character ever. I'm trying to think of who is the most irrelevant Marvel. She could date Paul! From the Zeb Wells cut Spider-Man run. That's it.
That's Lois.
Paul and Lois Lane. Okay, we need to make that a thing.
That's what's the ship name though? Pain. It's Pain.
I don't know. I don't think it would work. I don't think so.
Doctor Strange and Zatanna.
Yeah, poor Peter be in fear constantly that she mind wiped something from him.
Oh God.
Poor Peter.
I'm gonna give you guys a character. You have to pick a DC ship for them. Are you ready?
Ready?
Frank Castle.
All
right, DC Huntress.
Okay, that actually works because she kills people. There you go.
Hey, it's perfect. Yeah, you admit it's perfect.
Yeah, that is perfect.
Oh. Wait, no, I was gonna say Lady Vic, but she's like a villain character.
I'll tell you what, Nick. Give me a character.
No, Rose Wilson.
Okay. Except she would have to be aged up because we're not pulling a Bruce Timm.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so give me a character. I'll give you a DC ship.
Okay, character, DC ship.
Make it a tough one.
Okay. I'm thinking here. Iceman.
And I'm ignoring Bendis, so
yes, this Bobby is straight.
Okay, nice. Bobby Drake. Let me think about this. So what?
Frank would just kill Cassandra.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, if I gotta go with a DC character for Bobby Drake,
you're not allowed to say Killer Frost.
Stephanie Brown.
That could work.
There you go. Nix. Give me a character.
All right.
All
a Marvel character.
Marvel. Okay, well, we've already exhausted Peter's love interest. Give him a break.
You've got to do so many.
All right, Human Torch.
Oh, that's a fiery one. I would have to. There you go, Nick. Human Torch. That's actually a really good one. Wow. Starfire.
Maybe.
Well, he does have a thing for the extraterrestrials.
Yeah, he dated Medusa.
That too.
But also, But also, Johnny does sometimes get involved with villains characters. So
He dated the Skrull Queen.
yeah. So oh, I got one for you. Johnny Storm and Poison Ivy.
That's gonna work out really well. All right, now Nick, I'll give you a DC character. You have to give me a Marvel character.
Oh, Human Torch plus Catwoman.
I could see that. That would be funny.
All right, say it again, please.
I will give you a DC character. You have to give a Marvel character. All right.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me start. Okay, I got it. Martian Manhunter.
Lalandra.
Okay, I could kind of see that. That works. All right, now next, I'll give you. It's the same rules. I will go with. Let's go with the Flash.
Ooh.
Barry.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
I have to specify because there's so many.
I was gonna say, so which one are we talking about? But no, Barry Allen.
Yeah, if this was Kid Flash as the Flash, whatever I can't remember his name was. This was Wally. This is Wally. It'd be.
I'll tell you what. Nick, give me one for Wally, and next will give me one for Barry.
Yeah, because Wally definitely is more of like the exciting kind of player person. Barry's a bit of a stick in the mud, honestly. So that makes
Yeah, it makes it kind of harder to find.
Okay, Wally and Scarlet Witch. He beats Quicksilver Quicksilver in a foot race.
He goes, if I beat you in a foot race, I get to go on a date with your sister. And he just goes back in time and just arrives at the finish line.
Because the thing about Quicksilver is he's actually not that fast. Quicksilver, I think, can go fast and speed of sound.
Not that I'd ever want to split them up, because I really like Reed and Sue as a couple, but I think Barry Allen and Sue Storm could get along.
Ooh.
Now,
Barry and Rogue, and then Wally and Gwen Stacy. I can see that.
Now I got one.
He's alive long enough.
Brown, is that the Ghost Spider variation?
That's a good question. Now, I'm surprised no one has asked me Carol Danvers. What DC character would Carol Danvers?
No, Gerald. Captain Marvel version of Carol Danvers.
Oh God, so a mean
Monkey
character.
Monkey Paw.
Probably. Actually, no. It's same. Superman.
No.
Because he could tell her you're being kind of mean because he's used to
oh God, that is a crack ship. Carol, if it's Ms. Marvel version, I could see that maybe working.
In other words, the only valid version of Carol Danvers. Oh, I got one. Slade Wilson.
Slade. Black Widow. Black Widow.
Okay, Slade a wood chipper. Did you just say wood chipper?
Yeah.
Jaime Reyes.
What he did. He knows what he did.
Yeah. Jaime Reyes.
Jaime. I could see him with
Riri.
I don't want to say it. I prefer to just pretend like she doesn't exist, but
Okay, for this one, I could see a one-night stand happening between those two.
Nope. Wonder Woman is not the type to have a one-night stand. I'm just going to tell you that right there. Nope.
Oh, okay.
That one would be hilarious.
Jared.
Oh, that's actually not a bad pairing. Wow.
That
actually works.
Yeah.
That's not... Okay. Marvel characters for Talia al Ghul.
Talia. Okay, no. This is Reishi's going to try and set up Talia with Dr. Doom. Try
as a political marriage, but it's not going to work out. Yeah, that would be great.
Reject this.
That's great. I love.
She marries a Doombot instead.
Actually, no. Talia and Namor.
Oh.
No, don't do that to Talia.
I don't know. No.
Nick, why do you have to saddle Talia with literally the most unlikable Marvel character of all time?
Okay, fine. Lois Lane gets to marry Namor.
That's an insult to Namor. I love it. You could say, I would call it Namor and Lois Lane, the Unsellables.
So Magneto would marry a metahuman because metahumans are the DC equivalent of mutants.
Close enough. So he would. All right. Marvel character for Batman, Bruce Wayne.
Oh God.
Emma Frost actually would be a pretty decent choice for that.
Elektra.
So basically Catwoman.
Elektra or Typhoid Mary.
I have no idea who Typhoid Mary is.
It's like a Daredevil villain, or a Hellcat or whatever.
How about Green Lantern, Hal Jordan?
Oh God. Him and Deathbird. No,
Okay.
no, Gamora.
Gamora's more for Kyle Rayner. But for Hal Jordan, this is where I would say Carol Danvers.
By the way, if they ever do a DC and Marvel crossover, I want to see Green Lanterns and Guardians.
Yeah, that would pretty much be that. But I would say Hal Jordan and Carol Danvers. And he would say, you know, I like your old costume a lot, but better than this. Nope, that would not work out well.
No.
I got a funny one.
Shipping discussion sakes.
No, I got one for you. Rose Wilson and Harry Osborn.
That's a good one. I got one that's going to stump you both. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Darkseid.
Darkseid
Okay.
with a couch.
Okay, Jared, I got one for you. Storm and Superman.
I could see that. I even did it with the AI chat. I could definitely see that.
Batman and Black Widow would probably work.
Jason Todd and Black Widow.
No, not Darkseid and She-Hulk.
No.
Okay, I got one for you.
Darkseid really works for
What-
anyone because he's never been interested in that. Though he does have
I got a
talent.
crazy one. I got a curveball for you, Jared. What Marvel character would you pair up with Granny Goodness?
Oh God.
Deadpool.
Oh my God. They would be divorced in a week. Because Granny wouldn't be able to stand him.
And it's not like she could kill him.
Yeah, she tries to, but she just can't.
It's like, I have tried 5 million different ways to kill him.
And then
he
Deadpool
refuses to
goes,
die.
calm down, Betty White. Darkseid versus whoever he wants. It's not a bad, but yeah, yeah. How about John Kent?
No, we're not doing that.
Okay, Damian Wayne.
All right, how old is Damian Wayne in this scenario?
17.
Okay, so DC character.
Yeah.
Kitty Pryde.
Oh, okay. That kind of actually works. Tim Drake and Jubilee, there's no way that would work.
I mean, there'd literally be fireworks between them.
How about what DC character you put Wolverine with?
Guys, knowing me, we're missing one very key DC character. Jared, I want you to pair a Marvel character with Nightwing.
That's a good question because there's a lot to consider when you're taking that into account because you could go with the Elektra route, but I feel like she's a little too
RJ.
fiery for him. Hey, what's up, RJ? But if I'm going to go with a Marvel character for Nightwing, that's actually a good one.
I'd say She-Hulk. I think they'd have a good dynamic.
No. They get along, but I think she's a little bit too old for him.
Yeah.
Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, I can see that.
By the way, Nick, I got a perfect pairing just for a book. Deadpool and She-Hulk. It's a fourth wall break-in adventure.
No.
I got it. What DC character for Black Panther?
Ambush Bug and She-Hulk.
That works. All right. Black Panther.
Okay.
Uh,
The Stargirl version of Wildcat.
Okay.
I mean, we could always say Catwoman, but then no, that wouldn't happen.
Here's one.
I think him and Vixen get along.
Yeah.
Everyone
Here's
gets the
one.
Vixen.
Eddie Brock Venom.
Oh, because that now we're going like the anti-hero route.
I could see Elektra, honestly. That'd be really fun.
They're both
wait,
both Marvel.
wait, he's Marvel. Yeah, exactly.
Cheetah and Black Panther. I don't know.
He wouldn't date.
Oh, Brown Destroyer. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, that's solid. That's solid. I'll give you that.
Yeah, definitely.
I got it. Nightwing and Daredevil, but when Elektra was Daredevil.
I don't acknowledge that.
Let's see. Okay, Nick, I got one.
Okay.
Batman, but it's the All-Star Batman and Robin Batman.
Oh.
The goddamn Batman.
Him and She-Hulk, and it's just them going at it for like 50 minutes.
We
like,
keep our
I'm the
masks
goddamn
on.
Batman. I'm the goddamn Batman.
No, he's like, we keep our masks on. It's better that way. I don't have a mask.
And he just throws her one of his cowls like you do now.
All right, I got one. All right, Nick, Witchblade. I know it's not Marvel, but you know what? Screw it.
Okay. No.
Power Princess belongs with Hyperion. We all know it. Hyperion,
Okay.
or I would have accepted Sentry. Oh, I got a perfect crossover that you would never think of. Superman and Power Princess. Or conversely, Wonder Woman and Hyperion.
No.
I had to. I'll be in my bunk.
Oh, God.
Oh, geez. That's a good one.
Actually, I got one for you. Malcolm Reynolds and Gamora.
Oh, yes. Yes. That's a great one. I love that.
Oh, God.
Thanos.
Okay, Thanos in a DC. Thanos and Granny Goodness.
Yeah, I love that.
Actually, no. Thanos and Big Barda.
Okay. And by the way, Brown has a good one. Hal Jordan and Elektra. I could see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Green Arrow. And you better not say Felicity.
Kate Bishop. No. He's too young.
Yeah, don't be a Bruce Timm.
Green Arrow. The Marvel character.
Probably Elektra.
Can we please not? Elektra's a bit of a cop out.
I'm only kidding.
How about Jessica Jones?
Okay. Starfire and Nova. Yeah, that could possibly work.
All right. I got one you're never going to think of. Harley Quinn and Ambush Bug.
They're both DC.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Harley Quinn and Deadpool.
That just, yeah.
That's what editorial wants Deadpool wants Harley Quinn to turn into.
Maybe depending on the writer.
Yeah, technically, get
all right.
Version of Deadpool.
Yeah. All right. Black Canary.
Black Canary and Banshee.
Black Panther and Wonder Woman.
That's a joke answer.
Black Panther and Wonder Woman. You know.
Yeah, that could work. That
yeah,
could
actually,
work.
that's actually pretty decent. I'll go with that.
Yeah, they would respect each other as warriors.
And they both come from hidden societies. All right, that one works.
They'd have a lot to talk about.
Oh, I got one. Ultron.
Ultron and RC.
Oh, I got another one. Are you ready? Brainiac.
Brainiac and Brother Eye.
All right. Hank Pym. I only say Wonder Woman because if he tries to slap her like he did Janet, he will break his hand.
Huh?
No, I'm actually trying to think here. Actually, I could see Hank Pym and Pepper Potts working out. No, sorry, that's Marvel.
Wait, old man, come on.
Okay, Hank Pym and
Ooh, I got a good one. As soon as you're done with that.
Oh god. I was thinking Vicky Vale.
Okay, I got one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
John Paul Valley.
Ooh.
Actually, no. I want to do one. Hank Pym and Rocket. You know the Dwayne McDuffie character.
Okay, that could work. But dude,
Ages are a bit lopsided, but you know you age them close to the other.
But dude, John Paul Valley. That's an Electra one if ever I saw one.
Jared.
I don't want. Let's see, here's the thing. Hank Pym's already sullied reputation will be further sullied just by associating with Lois Lane.
All right, who are we saddling? Who on the Marvel Universe are we saddling Steve Trevor with?
Steve Trevor. It has to be someone that's equally worthless. What's
Janet
a redundant
Van
character?
Well,
No. She is not worthless. She is not worthless. Jane Foster Thor.
Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, Janet Van Dyne paired up with who on the DC universe would you pair?
Bruce Wayne.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to keep going back to the same characters. Green Arrow.
Okay, I could see that. That'd be fun.
I don't know. I feel like Jan would probably get a little annoyed with Ollie's.
That's part of the fun. That's part of the fun. I got one. Barbara Gordon. And then after this one, as a follow-up, Jim Gordon.
Bobby Drake.
Okay, I could kind of see that.
Okay, Brown is just like, imagine Lois Lane working for the Bugle, working under Jameson.
Lois Lane dates J. Jonah Jameson. Oh God.
Oh, okay. I actually got one for you. This is not really a ship. Also, hey Tevya, Peter Parker works at the Daily Planet with Clark Kent.
Funny you should mention that because
it's not a dating thing. It's more just like a crossover kind of thing.
Funny you should mention that when Marvel did their Heroes Reborn, which basically turned Marvel into the DC universe, they had Peter Parker was the Jimmy Olsen of that universe.
Tevya, we're talking about like shipping. We're just kind of doing like crazy ships, whatever. Like what's some of our favorite ships? And Tevya, you're banned from mentioning Super Sons. I'm just gonna lay that down right now. Anything you say will be ignored. Lucy Lane, Peter Parker, and Lucy Lane. I mean, Lucy Lane is very similar to similar to MJ.
Treats Jimmy though. Poor Peter.
Yeah, but Lucy is actually very similar to MJ, so I could kind of see it.
Lucy Lane is what Lois Lane wishes she could be.
Yeah. Plus in Smallville, she's played by Discount. What?
Rudy Jones Parasite.
Who's Rudy Jones?
The Parasite.
Oh God. Okay, so that's DC. What female? Oh God. Oh, okay. Tevya actually does a pretty decent one.
Okay, that one I'll give you. That will be really fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I got one. Kate Kane, Batwoman. Who would she date in the Marvel universe?
Captain Marvel.
But again,
don't put her with that.
Yeah, exactly. Don't saddle her with an unlikable character.
Okay,
when written well, is an excellent character.
I don't. Okay, I'm going to admit that I don't.
Danners, even when written well, is just bogged down by so much misery.
I
the
don't
Brian
know
Reed
Marvel as well as I do DC, so you guys are gonna have to help me on that one.
Read the Brian Reed run of Ms. Marvel, Nix. It is superb.
I will have to check it out.
Because it's when
Okay,
she was
who-
Ms. Marvel and she actually had a character arc.
I got one for you. Who are we pairing Reed Richards with on the DC side?
That's a good question. All right, it's got to be someone. in the
Oh
DC
god,
side.
oh god, oh god.
Okay, I got it. Screen time. Who are we pairing screen time with? Remember, this is the internet gas kid.
Okay, I got you one better. Who on the DC side are we pairing Screwball with?
We're pairing who?
Screwball.
Jesus.
Jared, the bane of my Spider-Man.
Lois Lane! Now we were pairing the bane of my existence with the bane of your existence.
Kamala Khan and Connor Kent.
That could work.
Yeah, possibly.
Cute.
So he would basically be dating Marvel's version of Ms. Martian.
All right, so Mr. Fantastic with the chick from Doom Patrol. Maybe. Okay, Jared. Okay, I gotta get your thoughts on this one. Wonder Woman.
No, there's no way. That he
Amazonian
would...
goddess with small king.
Oh, by the way, so for first off, their characters are completely incompatible. And you know what's kind of funny? I remember Tom King was doing an interview before his Wonder Woman run started, and he's like, and he starts off by saying Wonder Woman's like Wolverine.
What?
I'm like, what?
In what way?
Did I hear that right? Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, Brown's got some taste. The man's got some taste there.
Okay, Killer Frost. Who would you pair on her on the Marvel side?
Bobby Drake. Oh, we're kidding. Heat Wave. Oh, wait. DC. I keep forgetting. Killer Frost. Oh, actually, Nick, you know who'd be good for Screwball? Because he's like an internet star, right?
Yeah.
Livewire.
So you want some lesbian action?
Wasn't Screwball a dude in the first game?
No, it was a girl.
It was a girl the whole time? I thought it was a dude.
You didn't hear the voice? It's very clearly a woman's voice. And if you look at the face, it's a woman's face.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me, but, you know. Jared is literally going to try and correct me right now.
Okay. Actually, no. That's the comic book version. I'm trying to find the game version. Okay, he's still female.
Okay. Tevye, this is a good one, too.
Okay. That works.
So Killer Frost and Havoc? Yeah.
Not bad. I could go with that.
All
How
right,
about Scott Summers?
Barbara Gordon.
Another Frost woman.
Barbara Gordon.
Not Barbara Gordon.
Batgirl.
No. You could say Batgirl how many times? I'm still gonna say no.
I was just saying because like they're kind of like leadership quality, you know, kind of thing.
Nope. Too young.
Trying to think here. Jessica Cruz.
Jessica Cruz Green. Oh.
Either that or
Scott Summers and Supergirl.
Betty Ross and Clark Kent.
So Red She-Hulk and Superman. That would actually be really funny.
All right. All right. Gambit.
Honestly,
Huntress.
the only person I could possibly see Gambit with is Rogue. There's no one else.
All right, Nick, I got one for you. Screecher.
Oh God. Screecher with which universe?
Let's start with DC.
Okay, this is going to be very self-serving, and you're going to call me out on it right away. But Screecher and Nightwing.
What? That's very self-serving. I'm going to call you out on it almost immediately. All right, go to Marvel.
Oh, so Screecher's 19 years old, so that's kind of where we're at with this.
Let's pick any of the X-Men. A 19-year-old Bobby Drake.
I could maybe see it. Talking about like the ones from the movies, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
God. You put me on the spot here, man.
I'll tell you. I'll do Athena. In terms of Athena, if I have to pick like which universe, so
dude, we know what you're picking for DC.
No. I'm not gonna pick any of the Superman characters.
All right, so Nix, thank you. Me and Jared got this.
All right, I'll see you later.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Anytime. So in terms of Athena,
that's not bad.
Okay, give me a universe for Athena to cross over with, and I'll tell you.
Let's just get out of the way, DC.
Okay, I'm not gonna pick Superman
because that would be very self-serving. I'd call you.
I'm not gonna pick Batman because I have standards. I know someone's gonna say that. Probably in terms of DC.
I'm just gonna say on the Marvel side, I'm just gonna say this: Athena and Thor.
Okay, Athena and Aquaman.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a question. Aquaman.
Namora.
Let's pick a character that doesn't involve water.
Because Namora is essentially Mira of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, exactly. Storm.
Oh, Jared.
She is that powerful.
I mean, from a royalty,
Aquaman and Sue Storm.
Okay, Mira and Black Panther.
Okay, I got one. Namor and his ego.
That's a match made in heaven.
Hmm.
Okay, Loki.
And going to DC?
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna say this just to make Jared cringe. Loki and the Joker. Mission accomplished. But actually, seriously, I think Loki and Harley Quinn would be interesting.
That would be hilarious. I would so do. Yeah, Loki and Harley Quinn.
Oh, Brown Destroyer literally just said that.
Now, if we're talking Atlas, obviously Wonder Woman, but I'm gonna go beyond that for Marvel, Power Princess. But for beyond that, I would probably go with for Atlas, probably Emma Frost. They match, and I would have to go with for DC.
Oh, I actually got a good one. Lady Sif from Thor.
Superman.
Who would you pair with on the DC side?
Superman. I'm sorry, I had to. Now, being serious, probably.
Oh, actually, Enzo's got a good one. Loki and Cersei. Yeah.
Okay, I could see that. Atlas and who's Centris?
I don't know. Oh, I got one. Constantine and Magic.
Too young.
Constantine and Scarlet Witch.
Okay, I could see it. Oh, that's a recipe waiting to happen.
Because also the other thing is they both use chaos magic.
Exactly.
No. Imagine if Constantine got a hold of the Darkhold.
Jeez, that's a multiverse of madness waiting to happen. Iron Man.
On the DC side, I mean, him and Jessica Cruz might be interesting.
Sinestro.
Oh God. Sinestro. Okay, so Sinestro, DC. Either Deathbird or one of the female heralds of the Galactus.
Okay, I can give you that.
Not female Silver Surfer, but I know there was a couple female heralds of Galactus.
Okay, now I got one.
What?
And they have crossed over, so this counts. Tommy Oliver. we covered the crossover, so it counts.
Oh God. All right, I'm just gonna say this: Kimberly and Iron Fist.
Okay, I can kind of see that. And then he gets the Green Ranger coin.
Jared,
no, no. And Brainiac Queen is not a character. Oh, I got it. Amanda Waller and Nick Fury. They both keep secrets from the other.
No, they would never stand each. They could never stand each other because Nick Fury keeps secrets, but he's ultimately still a good guy. Amanda Waller is a piece of work that just so happens to be working for the good guys.
Oh, actually, I forgot it. Okay, so let's see.
Okay. Constantine goes on a date with the MCU version of Agatha Harkness.
That could be really funny. I would be fine with that.
Oh, Sinestro and Polaris. You know she's Magneto's daughter, but she has like magnetic powers herself.
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe see that. Oh. Trying to think. Who on Marvel's side has lightning powers?
Storm. See the Storm. There is Thor.
I'm trying to think of like the Legionnaires, because Jupiter Boy has the magnetic powers.
I have no idea anything about the Legion.
Okay, so Saturn Girl and Cable.
Okay, I got one. Black Adam. It has to be someone who's willing to have the hierarchy of power in her relationship changed. Now, Black Adam, Emma Frost, that's something.
Madeline Pryor and Cyborg Superman.
Madeline Pryor and Black Adam.
Possibly.
They can transform together and Sailor Moon music can play.
Oh, imagine Constantine trying to get with the Goblin Queen.
Oh, God. That would turn out well. I got the Hulk.
Trying to think, because like powers that match, like a strength-based female superhero thing. Oh, I got one for you. Solomon Grundy and She-Hulk.
She wouldn't date a zombie.
Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be friends though. I could see them getting along.
Hulk and Big Barda. That could actually be really fun. I could see that.
All right, Orion. From New Gods.
Red She-Hulk, because she's much more aggressive.
All right, Atlas.
I already did Atlas.
No, you did Athena.
No, I did Atlas.
Okay.
Hulk and well, we can't do Hulk and Rogue because Rogue is Marvel as well. Knockout and Red Hulk. Knockout is a DC character. It's essentially like that.
All right. Hulk Hogan.
Now, Parasite and Rogue, that would be interesting, but I don't think she would want to date basically a dinosaur.
Oh, speaking of dinosaurs, Sauron from Marvel.
Interesting.
Oh, Dark Phoenix.
I don't have one for Dark Phoenix, really.
Silver Surfer?
Jessica Cruz.
No, sorry, Dark Phoenix is no, power scaling doesn't match.
Who says power scaling has to match?
Null and Parallax? Dark
you know
Phoenix.
Null...
Okay, that one.
That would be a funny book.
Dark Phoenix is probably one of the few characters that if Darkseid were to seek out a queen, Dark Phoenix would probably be one of the few people that would be worthy of it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I would say so because she is she is one of the most powerful beings, and Darkseid craves power.
All right, but let's start wrapping this up. Jared, Cosmic Armor, Superman, and Dark Phoenix. Okay. What do you got going on, and where can we find you?
All right, so you can find me at Comics League JT on Twitter. Just basically pull up Comics League. I come up. I just released Super Wonder, the Super Wonder Legacy episode where Britt and I talk about if we did a Wonder Woman animated series and why she needs one. Wednesday, I'm going to be releasing a video where I basically put the shipping community on blast for being too culty on this. Yeah, so that's going to be really fun. And for under two capes, Talati and I are going to be ranting about DC Rebirth. And movie night is going to be Jurassic Park. That's a Nick pick.
Oh God.
And yeah, that's going to turn out well.
Imagine if the Carnage symbiote bonded with the Joker.
Oh, that's a book right there. And then in terms of Super Wonder Legacy, Britt and I are going to talk about if Chris Reeves and Linda Carter ever crossed over.
All right. So thank you everyone for joining us as always. If you haven't yet, please sign up for Screecher. We go live here in a few weeks. Tomorrow I'll be playing a Pokemon randomizer. Gonna be pretty cool. Friday Night Frenzy will be pretty awesome. And then Saturday I got my Saturday stream. So thank you everyone for joining us. And remember, I can only show you the door. The Wonder Bat is canon.